when you're a new writer, Royal Court is the place you really want to be. You know, it's not the only place you want to be, but that's where you really want to be. And you know, I was sort of connected. I was with other theatres and doing things with other theatres, and I'd sort of, you know, every so often I'd kind of phone my agent at the time and sort of say, "Is there any chance the Royal Court might get me in for a meeting?" But it just didn't happen for ages, you know. But then eventually I met Dominic Cook, and you know, he commissioned a play that I think I still owe them. My most vivid memory is when we did my play. It was you know, we got some good reviews, we got some bad reviews, you know, this sort of thing. But what was interesting was that over the run, you know, there was a lot of response on things like Twitter, and actually the audience gradually changed. We got quite a young audience. It got quite buzzy towards the end, and my sort of last memory of that play, the thing that I always remember is on the very last day I came in to see the last performance, and I spoke to Alan Williams, who's a fantastic actor. It's a real privilege to have him in the play. He's been acting for years and years and done brilliant plays, and he said after the matinee he had been chased down the road by a group of kids who just wanted to talk to him about the play, which is amazing. You know, they just wanted to speak to him about it. They'd liked it so much. And then I sat down in my seat, and I was watching the play, and at the interval this bloke turned to this woman behind me and went, "What do you think of the play?" And she said, "I've been coming here for 10 years and this is the worst play I've ever seen." And she just proceeded to destroy the play. And I started fiddling with my ears so I couldn't hear anything. I was doing this, like, you know, so that I couldn't hear it. But at the time, it's like, it's always painful if someone says they don't like it. But actually, on reflection, I thought that's not a bad place for a play to be, you know what I mean? Some people like it, some people don't. That's, you know, what you want is, you hope that there are going to be some people out there that feel like they love it. That's what you really hope for. But if in doing that you make some people hate it, that's just the way it goes. In this country, one thing that the general public at large is probably not aware of is just how successful playwriting is. Like, it's our biggest cultural export, and we don't really know about it. You know, I think often we don't celebrate it. It's, you know, it outstrips the visual arts. It outstrips you know, even TV that's doing really well at the moment. It outstrips film. If you can go anywhere in the world, and people are interested in what we're doing. Any theatre cultures all over the world are interested in what is happening in the UK. And if you take me, for example, I've got plays performed in probably 30 or 40 different countries, but most people watching this probably don't know who I am, you know, and there are writers that are doing much better than me, you know, and you know, people don't really know about that, but the Royal Court has sort of been at the heart of that. You know, the Royal Court has, the reason that happens is because we have a particular attitude to playwriting, which has been pioneered by the Royal Court and has been continued through successive Royal Court artistic directors. So we're interested in what the writer thinks. It doesn't mean the writer's in charge. It doesn't mean that the writer's the boss. I mean, I think it's a collaboration between a writer and a director, you know, but in this country, we're interested in what the writer thinks. And a lot of countries are not really. In a lot of countries, it's really about the director takes the play, tears it to pieces, and then puts it on, you know. And that has created 2 or 3 generations of really sort of world-class playwrights, actually. As I remember, there isn't necessarily anything in the Royal Court's sort of charter or whatever it is. Is it a charter? I don't know. In the Royal Court's rules, it says it has to do new plays, you know. I think I would like to see it continuing to do new plays. I think there's a move in theatre at the moment to sort of give directors a bit more credit for what they do, and I think that's a really healthy thing. So I think that's you know, that's an interesting sort of collaboration. It's good to see that in here, and it is here as well. I mean, it's, you know, I don't know, just carry on, just carry on, just carry on.